What's that saying? Go big or go home. And that's exactly what this car has going for it. Mercedes-Benz is a brand of true luxury. The S-Class Cabriolet was a product of the brand that really embraced that. Oh, and then there was the AMG GT, a well-sought-after sports car. While mixing in some comfort, it only had room for a +1. I think the SL has something going for it. I didn't even have a +1 for my high school prom. Yet again, Los Angeles, California, an always sunny city, filled with famous skate parks, architectural excellence, packed beaches, and coastline. Oh, and this twin-turboed 8-cylinder AMG drop top. Let's check this thing out. Now, regarding the exterior of the car, Mercedes has without a doubt switched up the design language here on the new SL. I mean, this is just completely different compared to the outgoing model. I quite like it. One of the major changes is right here in the front. To me, the new SL has a much larger and more prominent presence. I think that's due to the Pan Americana style grille that's on a lot of new Mercedes. There's a fun fact that I want to talk about though, and it's actually hidden within this front grille. Not only does it emphasize the wide span and aggressive look the car has going for it, but it also pays homage to the legendary 300 SL racing car from 1952. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, also known as the Gullwing, was first introduced in 1952 and quickly became one of the most iconic sports cars of all time. With its distinctive gullwing doors, aerodynamic body, and high-performance engine, it was ahead of its time. The 300 SL dominated the racing scene, winning numerous races and setting speed records. It remains a true symbol of innovation and excellence in the world of automobiles. Moving over here, I love what Mercedes have done with these headlights, which are full LED and adaptive headlights, by the way. So no matter where you're turning, the headlight will go in that direction, making your ride ever so slightly that much more luxurious. With its whole triangular and sharply outlined design, I think it's just a job well done. At the rear of the car, to me it looks as if Mercedes toned down those angular body lines and kind of smoothed them out, which definitely adds to that missile pushing right through the wind type look. We also have this sporty rear diffuser featuring 4 vertical fins and finished off in this gorgeous gloss black trim. It's important to note as well, I myself don't like when manufacturers kind of just put things there for aesthetic purposes. But according to Mercedes-AMG, this does serve a purpose and it helps wind get pushed right through the underbody. The taillights on the new SL I think are a huge improvement compared to the outgoing model. On the older one, they were big and just took up a lot of space visually. But on this newest generation, Mercedes decided to squash them down a bit, make them super sleek and slender. Let's go hop inside the car. Being inside the new SL, there is a lot going on, but not as much as you might think. Just looking around, you'll notice that the interior is a lot different compared to a bunch of other Mercedes-Benz models you can get. The model we have here is wrapped in this really deep and vibrant red Napa leather. Mercedes calls this color red pepper, which is kind of funny. I like it. The new SL has the 2+2 seating setup for the first time and super sporty carbon fiber trim. A nice touch though I'd have to say is these air vents. They look like airplane turbines. But the coolest feature has to be this. Mercedes calls it air scarf. It's basically a fan in the headrest that will blow warm air directly onto your neck. As we know, a lot of manufacturers these days are saying goodbye to physical buttons and saying hello to digital displays. But Mercedes says we really admire and are inspired by the 300 SL's minimalist interior. We need to find a middle ground, and so they did, which is why they call this hyper analog. Your digital instrument cluster here in the SL is 12.3 inches and is very driver focused. Not only is it angled towards you, but since this is a roadster, its design can help reduce glare as well. There's a bunch of different drive modes to choose from, like slippery, individual, comfort, sport, and sport plus. I should also mention the infotainment screen is 11.9 inches, which is plenty big enough no matter what you use it for. Now, whether you want to connect with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you'll be able to use both on here. To put up the convertible top in this car, all you need to do is press this button right here. After that, you're going to hold it all the way to the left and the top will go up, as you can see. Give it a few seconds, but it's pretty quick. This automatically feels completely different than the older model. With the older model, you can tell that even though Mercedes offered a lot of power plans with it, it still was a real luxury car at heart, not taking any of the luxuriousness away from this car. So right now we're in comfort mode. The gas is not too aggressive, the steering is nice and delicate, and the brake pedal is light enough to where you can kind of relax and sit back. But let's switch into Sport Plus. Now, switching into Sport Plus, you can automatically feel the exhaust is a lot louder, and the power just comes on right when you want it. And a fun fact, this car actually shares no other parts with any other car. Not the GT, not even the S-Class Cabriolet. So in the SL55, we have a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. The engine produces 469 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. So another thing about this engine is that it puts out a quicker 0 to 60 time than you might think. Here in the SL55, it's around 3.8 seconds. In the SL63, however, it's around 3.5, although we both probably know that those numbers are a little conservative. Another fun fact about the new SL compared to the older model is that for the first time ever in its 70-year history, it has all-wheel drive and rear-wheel steering. But remember, because this is 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive, it's able to send 100% of the power all the way to the rear wheels. Now, when it comes to the rear-wheel steering, the wheels can be turned within 2.5 degrees. On the S-Class, however, they can be turned up to 10 degrees.
So, what do I think? Well, the new AMG SL55 is a versatile and exciting car that can meet various needs, with its all-wheel drive, retractable roof, and twin-turbo V8. Although there is competition in the market, an AMG SL buyer is seeking more than just a drop-top AMG, but also a car with a captivating backstory. Thank you for tuning in to this unique review, and please remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on the new SL. I'll see y'all next time on Be Herald Cars.